To one, it's about finishing a job for the Australian people. For the other, it's about getting her job done. Either way, the battle is now on between Julia Gillard and Kevin Rudd for the Prime Ministership. Mr Rudd is back in the country and in the race for the Labor leadership. He's appealing for popular support in the community. But Julia Gillard says the Prime Ministership can't be treated like a celebrity television show. From Canberra, here's ABC Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin.
He's back.
Kevin, when will you challenge this afternoon?
His campaign is now official.
Can I just let Therese out of the car, please?
Kevin Rudd wants to tear down his second Prime Minister. But unlike 07, his opponents in his own party.
Julia has lost the trust of the Australian people, and starting on Monday, I want to start restoring that trust. I want to finish the job the Australian people elected me to do when I was elected by them to become Prime Minister.
And if he's not elected Prime Minister on Monday,
I would go to the backbench and I would not challenge Julia a second time.
Kevin Rudd defended himself in the third person.
The thesis that the government's problems exist because of one K. Rudd is simply unsustainable. It wasn't K. Rudd, the one person called K. Rudd.
He questioned his former deputy's trustworthiness, arguing she urged him to dump the ETS and embrace another strategy.
What was that? That the Labor Party should not put a price on carbon until Mr Abbott changed his position and returned to the Liberal Party's previous position.
I'm happy to be judged about my credibility on carbon pricing. I've got it done. Didn't talk about it, got it done.
And in case you missed it,
I am the person who gets things done.
That's Julia Gillard's pitch to caucus. She's a doer and a fighter, and she can win the next election.
This isn't celebrity Big Brother. It is about working out who can lead the nation, who has got the character, the temperament, the strength to deliver on behalf of the Australian people.
The implication, Kevin Rudd doesn't have the character required.
Kevin Rudd spoke about trust today but did not deny, when challenged, that he has spent time whilst I have been Prime Minister behind closed doors in secret conversations with people undermining the government.
Wow, here's an avalanche of attacks. Kevin Rudd is the Antichrist Incorporated, and if not the son of Satan, then at least the grandson of Satan. Just have a little pause for thought. It may not quite be like that. There might even be a vested interest at play.
There are all sorts of interests at play, but Julia Gillard's are likely to prevail. A number crunchers believe 2/3 of caucus is behind her, enough for a big win, but they doubt it'll be big enough to prevent another challenge. Mark Simpkin, ABC News, Canberra.
And Mark Simpkin's with us now. So, Mark, what are the chances of another challenge if Kevin Rudd loses on Monday?
Well, Kevin Rudd ruled it out, but defeated candidates almost always do, only to find later that, hey, there is a shot left in the locker after all. Julia Gillard's forces launched their shock and awe campaign with the hope of so shredding Kevin Rudd's reputation he wouldn't be able to challenge again. So a lot depends on how many votes he gets on Monday. His supporters have previously suggested to me that 30 votes would be enough of a platform to build on, and if the polls didn't improve for Labor, he'd be able to try again closer to the next election. Julia Gillard's backers say he'd need at least 40 votes to be taken seriously. So both sides are setting credibility thresholds.
Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin, thanks so much.